Welcome back to some Lorelei and Eyes. I'm dear darling, and together we'll fall into a rabbit hole of games and illusions. Where, oh my gosh, I'm gonna walk out of this screen glitching thing. Last time, I don't quite. I think we were doing the maze, weren't we? But I think we also have other stuff we were meant to do, right? Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't even remember where the gate to the cemetery is. Astronomical clock caravan. You know, some of them have question marks and some of them don't. I wonder why. Do these change retroactively? I wonder if it's something like, oh, the ones without question marks are ones you can solve at the moment. No, I think I just phrased as questions. But yeah, currently we're going through the maze. I'm not sure if I want to do it again, to be honest, mainly because it's kind of... I feel like doing like 2 episodes of going through the maze at all is a little bit much, because from what I can tell, I can't even interact with the things in the maze. Like, part of me wonders, am I here too early? And the reason I say that is because it's like, there are locations mapped on the maze where there are windows, and there seems to be absolutely no way for me to interact with them. I don't know, like, and I feel like this is quite common with Lorelei and Eyes. And by the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I'm going to try and work backwards through our mental notes to see if there's anything which we've made progress on, essentially. But I think it's reasonably common with Lorelei and Eyes. So we sort of walk through and it's like, it's a bit unknown exactly what we're doing. It is, to be fair, quite an open-ended sort of like exploration sort of style game. You know, it's meant to be like this. But I will fully admit, this is not my strength, I think, when it comes to puzzle solving. But I will still do my best, nonetheless. Or maybe it's like, I don't know. I feel like, to speak more frankly, I feel like I'm in a weird place with Lorelei and Eyes, where I'm like, I'm not sure if it's entirely clicked with me quite yet. Oh, I actually completely forgot about this thing. I don't know, do we have anything for this yet? It's locked. There's a letter slot in the door. Tickets is scribbled in red paint. Do we have a ticket? Is that a ticket? I don't know when we got this ticket, but let's do this one. Okay, so it turns out we actually did at some point unlock this for us. Does it say Birkenfest in front of it? Hello, why are we glitching? Oh, I can't remember what accent you had. Italian. Seeing as you have a ticket. Oh no, did I make you French or something? I can't remember. I suppose you're here for a show. Well, all I have left is this lice-infested wagon. The horse which carries it is as dead as magic. What? I am now but a nameless vagabond with a violent past. Huh? Only the most red of roses could awaken the memories of my great show. I have a red rose, apparently. I have no recollection where I got either of these items, by the way. But it's very sort of like adventure gamey, isn't it? Like, you take your items, you get it, you put it in one location or the other, rather than like, here's a puzzle, solve it sort of thing. Which I think is, again, totally fine, but again, it's not my strength. Yes, I remember it like yesterday. Do you? Sorry, I caught me really off guard. Where are we? Meet someone at show. Okay, this is cool. This is very like Magica Magica-esque. Right, okay, so you've given us a way to teleport to another location, which I assume is also connected to the maze. Grab that dollar. It sounds like a carnival in here. Okay, well, I mean, we'll explore at least. Hello. Welcome to the sideshow, sister. For a measly 10 American dollars, I can show you a trick called the deciphering, woman. It might take you to unexpected places. I wouldn't do that yet. Shame, sister. I turn when your heart longs for magic. Okay, so we can do that for 10 American dollars, which we do have. What's over here then? Okay. I assume these are different. I wonder if those are teleports, which will bring us to different locations in my house. So maybe I was meant to do this like way earlier, which is why I've been feeling so lost. Oh, hello. It's you. We saw you in the maze, didn't we?
This theatre is a tragic lie. A parade for the slumbering. The main attraction is waiting on the stage. But On the edge of his deception, there are lost wits. Travel back to hear the stories passed down through centuries. For a modest gift, you can arrange your journey. Find me there.
Okay, so I assume you want us to teleport to the places and... Or the graveyard, maybe, because you are the lost woods. I don't know. I guess... What? What? How many different places are there to teleport? Welcome to Teatro Rosso, sister. Our ancient order knew of your return. What? Our prophecy told of a sister bringing us magical cards. We saw that it opens the doors to our past. Tell me, sister, did you bring us any magical cards? Oh, I have an ace of spades. Does that count? The card of death. Yes. Oh, he's a Twisley sister. Ah, so we were meant to do this way earlier. I presume we can get an ace of each of our cards. Because we've seen, I think, a door of each of our cards, right? Of our suits. I have no recollection when we got these cards either, so which is a bit difficult. It's almost like, because I'm playing Blueprints right now on the stream, and you know, it's very useful to also have viewers there who also remember these sort of things, who played through the game, and they'll be like, oh, this is where you got this from. This is a problem with doing this sort of exploration-based games, is because I'm like, I don't remember where I got this from or why I have this. I don't have a chat to just be like, hey, this, I don't have a dealing, should I say, to be like, hey, this is what, this is where you got this from. Is a card of love. I'm really trying to remember. Ace of spades, ace of hearts. That's not clubs. Use it wisely, sister. Okay, sure. Do we dare try and teleport? Let's teleport. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? We've saved anyway. Sure. Your support keeps you out alive, sister. Now, please, brace yourself. Okay. Oh, hello. So this is where you wanted to meet us.
You have travelled far to get here. Come closer, and I will tell you how this all started. This is a tragic story we call the legend of creation.
Okay, I mean, I will at least say, this is certainly a lot more interesting than going through a maze at the moment. So I'm glad I did this. So is this a lore drop? Is this where we can finally find out what's happening? Because I'm going to be real, I do not understand the lore of this game so far. Thousands of years ago, the third eye shone over the island in the far east, but one night it fell from the sky. A human found it, and when she held it, she saw the magic of this world. She had a vision. So she painted a creature in red ochre on a cave wall. At night, the crimson beast awoke. It spread chaos and death and devoured a human and her people. What? They willed a beast into existence. The story of a red creature became legend, but the third eye lived on and appears in the most unlikely of places to this day. Wait, I thought the third eye was a star, as I understood it. Wait, have I misread this story? I was too busy on trying to reading it out aloud, but I didn't actually process what it said. Oh, I can recover memory, that's fine. Alright. Oh, $1. Do you wish to see the check once more? It is free charge for returning customers. No, I'm good. Oh, does that just mean I've paid you already? Ah, I bet we'll get each part of a story if we give each of them $10 different. So that makes sense. Okay, photographic memory. Stories? Is that it? Third eye shone over islands and far east. One night it fell from the sky, so that's why I thought it was a star. She saw the magical world, so she painted a creature, and the creature awoke and killed everyone. Okay, so this is what we're meant to spend our dollars on. So it's this as well as the video games. Well, I'm going to spend my money on this because on actually being able to understand the lore, I think would definitely help me get invested into the story a bit more. Because so far, I straight up don't understand what's been going on. It just seems like everything is a conspiracy. That also might be my own comprehension, also might be unhelped by the fact that I have played this so like spread out instead of in one sitting.
This is the tragedy of a tale of a baroness and a treasure hunter.
I will say, I still don't really understand what's going on. So I'm not sure if it helped too much. But at least we have 2 more keys.
Long ago, there was a noble human born in a palace. Hidden in her palace was a long-lost treasure with a will of its own. Paint the world in red, it whispered to her in her dreams.
Why does it go so fast?
Driven by the influence of a treasure, she painted a treasure hunter who appeared in a palace as if real. Together, they set out to find the treasure known as the Third Eye.
So this person is like, oh.
When they found it, all magic and wonders of the world appeared before them. But with a vision came great misfortune.
I was going to say, this reminds me of that book series, which I can't remember what it's called.
The artist said, "Who needs eyes when there is nothing left to see?"
The Ink Heart series. Except for instead of writing things and reading things and it coming to life, it's drawing things and it comes to life.
She cut out her eyes and blindly fell to her demise, not as a human, baroness, nor artist.
She a blind woman?
Instead, she had become art. She had turned into red paint from her old rusty bucket.
We have seen a lot of red paint about the place. I still don't really understand.
The whole world faded away, as did the treasure hunter. But the Third Eye was once again prepared to trade hands.
The Third Eye sounds like a skullgirl, the skull heart, sorry, from Skullgirls. It's like a monkey's paw of a revelation, I suppose. I like how they show off for Donna being like, hey, look at this. I was going to say, there was that old, it's not a letter, I can't remember where it was. There was a message we had. I can't believe how many visions we still have. We also have a whole other category. We have, it was from something which had a drawing of, yes, this one, of a woman whose eyes were like crossed out, which is why I thought of. Third Eye fell from the sky 1,000 years ago, so this is also kind of telling the story. Second magic word equation. What? Renzo plus L plus O, hotel minus L plus O. Such if the second magic word transforms to 1, 2, 3, then 2, 1, 3. I don't know what that means. Well, I'm glad at least we got 2 more keys. I suppose that means we can probably go to the other key doors with this. I don't remember what the graveyard thing looks like. We also have our car. Isn't it kind of interesting the fact we can leave our car unlocked? What do we do with this? Have we used that 3-shaped key? I don't know if we've seen a 3-shaped door, to be honest. Should we check on our car? Anything happening? Still here. That's good. I just find it very peculiar if it gave us the option to lock our car and to unlock our car. It feels like there must be some significance of that. Not that I know what the significance is, but... Okay. Well, we have a heart-shaped key and we have a spade-shaped key, so we might as well go to the heart-shaped door and the spade-shaped door. Not that I can record off the top of my head where they are, but I do know they exist. Annoyingly, I think I can only remember where the diamond-shaped door is. Okay, let's look at the map. So that's a club-shaped door. That's a spade-shaped door, and that's a heart-shaped door. Okay. So the heart-shaped door is probably the easiest to get to, then the spade-shaped door we need to take a lift for. Okay. It looks like they only lead into very small rooms, so I don't know what possibly could be useful for us. Oh. The dog's just chilling on a bench. I haven't seen you do that before. Also, these statues definitely are something, but I don't know what. Because they all refer to each other as different, like, professions or something. Now, what does that entail for us? I don't know. Also, who's looking after this dog? Even that a little bit bizarre. Okay, let's go to the heart-shaped door. Somewhere around here, right? Art store. What do we expect to be behind us? I'm not really sure. A book, apparently. An American dollar. Scrapbook. It's the only thing. Scrapbook is full of newspaper and magazine clippings. Okay, so is this meant to be like the Lorenzo Magic poster things? Oh my gosh. Dusseldorf Post. Toys on display in museum. Interactive exhibition opens this weekend. Oh my gosh, there's so much reading. Citizens in Dusseldorf visiting Bauschinger Kunstinstitut, I have no idea how to say that, in hopes of seeing beautiful paintings on display will be severely disappointed. Curator Annika Finn Brown states that the art of the future will require participation. The spectator will interact with our artwork and perhaps even co-create it. The first wave of a so-called art is an exhibition called Verschlossen Erinnerungen, spearheaded by Lorelei Weiss, a lesser-known artist from Frankfurt, who thought it necessary to litter a fine instruction like Bausinger with childish puzzle boxes that only the most fixated could possibly open. A fine product for country fairs, no doubt, but Fräulein Weiss's clothing and insistence upon wearing sunglasses indoors suggest that she has a hubris to think that her trinkets belong in the upper echelons of art society. Opening boxes in search of locked memories is a prime example of what's wrong with art today. Are we Fräulein Weiss then? Technic and Photography Issue 8, 1960. Report from Electronic Arts Symposium. Engineers are artists in this innovative exhibition. Earlier this week, the exciting Electronic Arts Symposium took place in Kirchsteiger Mess. The exhibition is open to everyone and hopes to show the exciting happenings in the world of electronic devices and how they can be used for more than work and calculations. Among the selected artists was Lorelei Weiss, known for puzzle boxes and recently her innovation in the use of computers. Her contribution caused quite a sensation, as its deliberate malfunction caused some panic. Weiss is not too keen to talk about what the work of the art meant. She does not want to end discussions by giving a correct answer. Veteran art critic Morris Talbot insisted it was a comment on the unreliability of technology, but concept artist Aichi Tanaka thought that Weiss wanted to show us the depth of an artwork. Oh, there was Weiss. So okay, yes. I'm pretty sure we are Lorelei. Like, I think I said this before, like I thought we were Lorelei Weiss from one of the letters. I don't remember though. Un animal terrible. Which is one of the movies, isn't it? There can be little doubt that Renzo Nero is not a filmmaker for everyone's tastes. His critics. Okay, hold on. What names are we seeing? We're seeing Lorelei Weiss. She is an artist, like an artist. We see, I guess, Renzo Nero is a filmmaker. We've seen Lorenzo, or whatever, who is the person who owns this hotel, right? I forgot what else he does. Anyway. Alright, any other... I guess we've seen that Tanaka one and the other critic, who I forgot their name already, but whatever. Anyway. There can be little doubt that Renzo Nero is not a filmmaker for everyone's tastes. His critics find him crude yet pretentious. His latest film won't win him over, but I don't think Nero cares. Un animal terrible is in many ways an experiment in audience participation. A number of scenes present the audience with tough choices about what should happen next. Regardless of our audience choices, Un animal terrible, the film always ends with Lucia coming back to life. This interactive film thus makes fun of its own concept of interactivity. Nero says that this is a comment on the illusion of democracy, but it works just as well as a joke about the illusions of interactivity. We like to think that we affect outcomes, but in truth most of us are mere spectators, superfluous tired eyes. It's the participation that in the end makes Un animal terrible such an intense viewing. This should be essential viewing for anyone remotely interested in the development of narrative media, but be warned, it is not a pleasant film by any means. I feel like Telltale should use this reasoning, you know. If you haven't played any of the Telltale games, a lot of them you have choices in, but then a lot of the choices don't matter because it just sort of delays when something, like if a character dies, you'll be like, kill this character or kill this character. And then you'll be like, oh, you kill one, and it turns out the next one dies, I suppose, in the next scene anyway. So I guess we'll wrap this episode up here, and then in the next episode we'll continue reading out these different, well, things. I don't know what we're going to do with any of them, mind you, but I guess they're interesting reads nonetheless. So maybe that's what the suit doors are, they're just law documents. I don't know. Anyway, on that note, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Lorelei and Eyes. I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.